I could walk by Hampstead Fair, I came upon Mother Goose. So I turned her loose as she was screaming. And the foreign student said to me, was it really true? There are elephants and lions too in Piccadilly Circus. Walked down by the bathing pond to try and catch some sun. Saw at least 100 schoolgirls sobbing into handkerchiefs as one.
Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joseph Clyde for AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fane YouTube channel, bringing you another episode of Gridwork, geoengineering on a daily basis. And today is St. Paddy's Day 2016. And getting a late start. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just panning up, showing you the sky. I haven't been out much, but I have not seen, heard, or anything of anybody spraying. Now, this goes to debunk the theory that they are passenger jets, because they're not. Where are they? Nobody's flying on St. Paddy's Day? It's a crock of crap. The people need to come together, end these programs now, before it's too late. This is just to document how much haze is up there despite them not spraying. Just look around that sun. You can see the haze as it cripples our environment. Pretty sad. Pretty dang sad. Look at that haze. Got the first plumer of the day. It looks like a CIA evergreen air. I can just get them in. There he is. CIA evergreen air. Just can't leave well enough alone. Got a red bad boy blowing some plume now. See if I can reel him in. The sun's right to my back. There he is. See if I can bring him in a little bit better so you can see the redness to him. There he is. There's the red bad boy blowing the plume. You can see it's a nice intermediate mix. He's spewing it on and off. To confuse the public after that disastrous last 2 days. My gosh, where are all the jets today? Where's the silver bullets? The blue tails? The blue bottoms? Where are they all? Yeah. Well, so much for the chemtrail free sky day. We got a silver bullet here, and then right next to him his sidekick. Over here, got double rails. I'll show you again. One there, and right above here we got another one. Double rails. So they're still pluming it up with that intermediate mix. You can accept it or not, but there you go. Double rails right next to each other. What's pretty amazing is I keep getting these jets in the same spot. Now we got a silver bullet. So CIA, evergreen air, we've got a red bad boy, we got silver bullets, so the same characters are out spraying that intermediate mix. Well, it's just like I kind of figured it. Leave the morning alone so the people forget about the last couple of days, and then by mid-afternoon they get up and they start spraying it up. And you can see the rails are getting a little bit longer. Another guy over here spraying too. See him? So they're kind of just bringing it on home here. Looks like a CIA evergreen air with that single plume. It's actually double like we said, but it looks like one. Get real close, you can see the double plumes. Yeah, I don't have a good enough, he's up there fairly high. See, it's just like I said. Once they fooled the public and calmed them down after the last 2 days of spraying, now they're coming out very covertly with that intermediate mix they use on clear sky days, just like I've been saying for well over a year and a half now. You can see those plumes are getting a little bit longer as the day goes on. Well, they just keep on coming now. Right at that 2 o'clock hour. We got ourselves a silver bullet. And look how low he is. Look at that plume. They're getting longer, like I told you. Longer and thicker as the day goes on. That's the way the blue tails come out with their nasty plume. Oh yeah. Now it's about 4:30, and we got this silver bullet. Looks like a CI evergreen air, but looks a little bigger. Let me back him off again. You can tell by that plume and the fuselage tanks on the side. Look at that rail. See, they're getting longer. It's like I said, they're still ridding it up. I just caught this guy right here. And then hopefully I'll be able to get the red bad boy that just crossed his path. And he's sitting right up there. Can you see the red bad boy? Should be able to see him in there. Should be able to see him. But it's not stopping. The rest of the sky, you say, well, it looks clear, but they've been spraying, just like I had said. Well, it's about 6 o'clock. Nobody's spraying right at the moment, but look at the haze. You can really see it when the sun starts to set. Look how thick that is. I'm only about, oh, I don't know, not that far away from that mountain. Probably a mile, tops. And look how thick that is. And if it's that thick, right even on the bottom, I'm in it. Everybody in town is in it. Flipping it over to the backward sunset, we may get it, may not. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to document everything. There's the moon, looking pretty good. Don't see any chemtrail plume around it. That's a great thing, huh? I wonder if somebody could see those bases on the. There's bases on that moon. It's probably a holographic projection, so you don't see the bases. I'm standing outside in the Walmart parking lot looking into that eastern sector at that backward sunset, and now it is starting to get even more dirtier. You're not seeing those brilliant colors like used to be. It's pretty sad. As I pan around, you can see the haze and how thick that soot really is. People think that's beautiful. They have no clue how toxic it is. As every day they breathe closer and closer to death. And that's, I'm not trying to be funny here. Look at this. They got a couple of lingering clouds. They're not even cloudoids. It's just soot that hasn't broken apart yet. Some of the thicker trails. And that's sad. And the whole sky, that's the whole sky. They've got lingering trails right out there. Have a good night, people. Well, good morning, everybody. It's getting close to 12 noon. I'm Joseph Clyde on the FirstAscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel. Giving you another edition of Gridwork, geoengineering on a daily basis. Today is Friday, March 18th. And look what we got going on right now. Skies are fairly clean right now. But look at this. Just look at this. They're not going to stop making that grid. See, he just went by. Look what we got over here. See, he put the final touches to the grid work. This guy that way. This guy that way. See, it's way too low. Be passenger jets. This looks like a red bad boy. So you got a red bad boy and a silver bullet crossing paths. Yup, it's a red bad boy. We know about their plumes, you can hear them, they're the thunder makers. And just moments later, got this guy going this way. So they're gridding it up whether you believe it or not. So my suggestion to you, everybody, is get rid of the belief systems, the stuff that's going on. Oh, we got some interesting grid work going on right here. Check this guy out. See if he's a red bad boy. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, red bad boy going that way. I might just turn the camera this way just a little bit, and we got this guy coming. Look at that. Constantly the grid being built, even on a daily basis, every day. And look at over here. Got the rail there. Rail there. Oh yeah. And then over here, we got this guy blowing this rail. So we got 3 railers going at it. Somewhere in there. There he is. Looks like an evergreen air. But you can still see the grid being built on what you would call a clear sky day. Yeah, they're really coming out now. This is quite a few railers in just a few brief minutes. They got to get those toxins in the sky. They cannot let us have one day with no chemtrailing. Here comes another one. Just minutes later. So if you think they're done spraying, guess again. They're never going to be done spraying this plume. The railing's just going to continue non-stop now. I can't even put my camera down for a minute. It's silver bullets and red bad boys and intermediate mixes and same old story. Every day, different day, more spray. All this action has occurred in less than 20 minutes. So you have to ask yourself, why? Is this really necessary? People need to know about the agendas. Once they knew what was going on, they'd be very pissed off. Railing it up at all angles now. These little intermediate mixes confuse the public as usual. Got a guy there. Looks like a red tail up here. So it's just, they're still continuing their fleet of sprayers, even on what you would think is a clear sky day, but it's just covered in soot. You can see the layer of soot covering our cobalt blue sky. They're just never going to give it up with these intermediate mixes. Another blue bottom silver bullet. Man, every couple of minutes there's another guy spraying. Nobody's spraying in the morning, kind of the same repeat as yesterday. They're just out everywhere, every angle, different altitudes, different plumes. Just enough to piss you off. People that are working and inside, they don't see what's going on. They don't have a clue. You can see the rails are getting longer now. Little plumage there. See how long? Yeah. Standard procedure. And after leaving this guy, we got this guy who crossed his path going the other way. See, so the grid is still being built kind of secretively, so you don't really see what's going on. And that's part of the big facade. They figure by the time the whole world figures out what they're doing, we'll be so far polluted and toxified that we'll just die. Well, it's getting close to 1 o'clock now. The afternoon run, full force, intermediate mixes. Like I said earlier, to confuse the public into thinking today's a beautiful day. Which it is, don't get me wrong, compared to what we have been having. But still, there's no sense in these jets out here spraying this plume. They don't have to spray. It's not necessary. They're not ice crystals. Well, look at this. Just moments, not even a minute later, I got this guy blowing this rail. That's not all. You zoom him in, because right alongside of him And we got an evergreen air. So we got double railage. Just popped on out of nowhere. Double rails. See how they're just doing that? Double railage. In your face, double railage. Well, it's only been a couple of minutes after that. These guys are really railing it up with the frequencies. But with that fast dissipating intermediate mix, it's not plugging up the sky like it did the last couple of days. You saw the 15th and 16th video, you'll be just blown away. Heading toward that sun. It's just never, ever gonna stop as I keep harping on that, but these guys just keep on spraying. Wow. First, I didn't think I'd get anything today. I got a whole shitload of sprayers today. Sorry about the language, but somebody's got to call these guys out soon. And then there's always one guy up in the sky at all times spraying something. There you go. See? Despite the cloudoids, these guys are still up there spraying. It's about 6:30. I'm in a local parking lot looking up at the sky. Look at this bunch of cloudoids they got built up here. Nothing but chemtrail plume. Harped up just a little bit. Sedated with certain mixes to make it kind of fluffy. Back here you can see it's already purpley gray as it falls from the sky. That's just one big bomb. Look how that's just fallen. Clouds would be in nice little round and oblong configurations, not in a straight line like that. They don't form that way. Never have. It's all fake. Look what we got up here. Right on time for the blue tails. This looks like a blue bottom silver bullet. Let's get a look, see if he's got a blue tail. My guess that tail's blue even though it looks white from the bottom. Look at the plume. Look at the haze on the top of that mountain ridge. Wow. It is now 6:30. Spraying still going on. Look at this red bad boy. He might even be a patriot. But look at him spew the plume. My God, they're never, ever, ever, ever gonna stop spraying. So we stop these guys. We have to stop them. Change the consciousness. Put these guys behind bars. They all seem like they're coming out right now. They gotta be blue tails too. Blue tails, red bad boys, patriots. There's a guy out there spraying. See, they're all gonna converge into hitting each other. See, there's a guy back over here as well. See? They're just gonna keep on railing it up, mix and match their plumes. See, when they mix and match the plumes with these different plumes, let me show you what happens. You get this. That's what happens when you mix and match the plumes. You get this dirty, toxic, almost fecal-like material floating in our sky. And then it just dissolves and falls into soot. And then we breathe it in, it gets in our lungs and our brain, pineal gland, and etc., etc.
By the button green, I popped them in their hose. 4 and 20 laborers were laboring and digging up their graves. I don't believe they knew that I was Long John Silver.